Yes. Also, please, if you know what's gonna happen, don't spoil it for the rest of chat. Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for anybody. Because we're here for the adventure. Ow. Overhits, you can't help with those. I mean, you can be obscure about it. But generally speaking, you can't remember only the biggest moment? Well. Well, yes, I did already mess up the release order. Just because I did the Ace Attorney Chronicles first. The Thinker.
If you are streaming Ace Attorney, then we must honor the classic skit.
I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. There's been a murder on my Owl Express. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Ace Attorney, you know it. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh no, she's hot. Hi, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. There's a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Favor? You knew the defendant before this case. Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. One of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Dick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Don't, I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence, I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? No, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her, I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? These papers say it was you. This Danganronpa? No. My name, Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. First case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Having a last name called Butts. This poor man. How this man survived fucking middle school is beyond me. Best friends since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Yep, okay, there you go. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, is it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one. So I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Him. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge, and for your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, head shaking, eyesight hitting. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? That's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Time for spaghetti court with no basis in reality to begin? I know, but that's why we like Phoenix Wright. Correct. Speak your wits about you, you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. What is the victim's name? Okay, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's, like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? The victim. Yeah, I know their name. Forgot, temporarily. I think that's bad. I had a teacher named Mrs. Rudlick. Rudlick? Kindergarten teacher, not a 6th grade one? Lol. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Press tab to check it at any time, okay? But to check it often, do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case? Cindy. Cindy Stone, the victim in this case. A model, she lived in an apartment by herself. Cindy Stone. Booterlick, I see. Hi, RT. Consider thank you for being. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Yeah, this is the original. We're going through the original series now. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... hit with a blunt object. Hi, Yolanda. You're here, you're sleepy? Grab a tail and fall asleep. Hang up. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we should proceed. Be much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. I don't feel relaxed at all, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that, quote, object was? Aw, girlfriend's gone home and you're bereft of love. You're not bereft of love, you're just presence. Hold on one sec, chat. I'm gonna turn it down just a little more. Ow! Hi, Volp, how you doing?
Objection! Objection!
Unless you can tell us who killed the victim, your client is guilty. Oh my god! Volp! Help! 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 Are you okay, Volp? You good? Sorry, Pat the Foxo. There you go. Leah. Yeah, you're being a bunch of goblins today.
And the murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. Court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. It's rather heavy. Right. You should pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. You have to check the court record frequently. I'm gonna turn the volume back up. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find a good balance for the audio. Know who else was hit hard with the blunt object? Is it me? Ow! I called it. I'm not happy I called it, but I called it. How are you saying tab like that?
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls to the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Attention. Want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Oh boy. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ah! There is much on my head. Can I help you? I can't detect it. Ah! Chat, there's been a murder in the courtroom. A fluffy boyo was killed with at least 100 tennis balls in the courtroom. Put the Asterion plush in a blankie. Aww. Give a lot of kitty many hugs and pats and call her cute? Yes, definitely. Hi, Doomsday. How are you doing? I've been boxed.
Mr. Butts, is it not true the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway?
And Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7/30, July 30th, the day before the murder.
She was returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way!
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several, quote, sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
You clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Dick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite.
Oh, God. This is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, God, he wins. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I win. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So I didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
Ah, fuck.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawyer to the stand.
God, he looks so shifty.
Mr. Sawyer, you saw the newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawyer, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Okay. The names of the game are still on the nose is painful. You love and hate it. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a headache because he left the door half open behind him. And thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment and I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Oh, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Mary, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Electricity in Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Right, this is it, the real deal. God, the original's music is so good. I fucking love the original's music. What exactly am I supposed to do? You expose the lies of the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What, he was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Well, I prove he's innocent. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. It's so good. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence in hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. And once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. It begins, chat.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing their apartment. He left the door half open behind him.
Who gave you the idea to do that?
Oh, well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek?
We climb mountains because they are there.
It's the same thing. Your words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. So you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Got the face of a dog who pissed on a carpet? Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. She wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? Hey, Pixar, how you doing? So you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes, I mean, no, nothing.
Okay, what happened next? You thought to call the police? That mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
Oh, her apartment wasn't working. Oh, her apartment wasn't working.
Yes, no, it wasn't, right.
She said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you?
Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
The phone wasn't working, correct? Awesome! Thank you for the resub! How you doing?
And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments.
Right, what time did you call again?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
1 p.m., are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident. Ah, she died between 4 to 5. She died between 4 to 5. So if he says 1 p.m., there's obviously a 3-hour discrepancy there. Hold on. Good, someone fine. Had a bit of a breakdown recently. Recovering well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody or rather, no body, to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? It's 1 p.m. somewhere in the world? Yeah, but what matters is that it wasn't 1 p.m. where he was.
Oh, that, Objection! This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time! After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. It's partially blind. All you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.
Oh wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
The time of discovery. See, Mika, Ace Attorney was one of those things that popped up as, like, I was really into video game music. So, like, you know, I would listen to, like, metal and things like that. And, like, I heard a lot of the Ace Attorney music, and I was like, whoa, this fucking slaps. But I never actually, like, played a whole bunch of them. I'm not, like, some sort of buff that played them all, but I always wanted to.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. And that's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program.
But the power was off. Wait, hold on. It couldn't... Wait, but it literally said that the fucking power's out from noon to 6 p.m. So even if it was at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock... Yeah, hold up. How could she be watching the taped program until the electricity was out? Hold the fuck on. I've got this one. Bitch, why you lying? Why you fucking lying? My God, stop fucking lying! For Justice for All, just skip case 1 and 3? No. Are you sure it was television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premise. There was only one large television.
Objection! Hold it right there! The prosecution said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Ah! Well... and the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarge?
Case 5 in this game fucking rules, but it's also cheating because it was created after all the other games came out. He's got a toupee.
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sarge? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. Constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sarge. Hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time.
Actually, I can hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Okay, I suppose it does have like a little LED on there. Okay.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Got TDL fears? Oh my God. Let me hear the time. I saw it.
Hold it!
Strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered the table clock. A table clock? Hold it!
A table clock. Wasn't there a clock at the scene?
And this is the first I've heard of it. Hold
it! Murder weapon?
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
My second favorite theme, it's you backing them into a corner with every press. I know, it's so good! Murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. But just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Solid.
I saw it there, okay? But that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The deck is a switch. You just tilt it. It says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. Apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, yes, the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Any problems with his testimony now?
Bet your ass I got a problem! Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified earlier he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh shit!
Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. Sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since a murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard. No, I mean I saw. Ah! Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Burn! Give him death!
I got too paid in the face.
Order! Order in the court, I say! Your Honor, a moment, please! There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims! Mr. Wright!
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Any evidence?
All right. Your Honor? The sound Mr. Son heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Sound this clock here, now in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Three-hour difference. It's a 3-hour difference. Wait, time of death, 4 p.m. He said it was 1. Oh, shit. We got him nailed, boys. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Oh God, what's he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
True.
Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
Seems I cannot let you indict the witness. Fortunately, sends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Saw It. Come all the way down here to testify. Look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime.
Just had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. Nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Saw It. Chief! Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow. Think through it. Ask yourself why the clock was 3 hours slow. Right, Koba, welcome to the Hard Drive tonight. Thank you so much. Figure out the reason you had to prove. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? So, wait, what if the clock's not 3 hours slow? What if the clock's not 3 hours slow, but 9 hours fast? What if she bought it in Paris? Okay, let's run with that.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder.
Piece of evidence I can show.
Tough words, and see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence proves the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned from home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, time frame difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Get fucked.
Order! Order, I say!
Oh, that felt so good.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty. And then everybody clapped. Whoa!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
Your Honor, the witness appears to have rabies. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day... Hey, Koba, he's cute? I'm cute. You did it! I'm proud of you! You did baby's first trial! And I'm adorable! My god! I'm just the best around... Ow! That is a bucket. Alright. Alright. I'm cute, but I'm also thirsty. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Raikuma. Welcome up. Grab a tail, make yourself comfortable. I actually made an ace attorney witness for a fun project, a janitor named Hoover Sweeps. That's amazing. Yeah, gulp it down, you thirsty little flower. You need to be hydrated.
Bruh.
And just let him fucking die? When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. I had bats. And he decked her. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew. I can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. Been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Harry, she was... Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Have you had any interest in the upcoming Suicide Squad game? Not really. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Bro, he talented. He just straight up makes a fucking clock? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. She just played me for a fool. Doesn't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Well, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah. She took the clock with her to France. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. Probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. You're off to work. Have a good one, Clayboon. Have a good work day. Right. Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink and toast to innocent butts. Why do you have to phrase it like that? We'll drink and toast to innocent butts? Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. Is your butt citizen butt chug? No. Dinner on her? Nice. Bulb today, like, I want to do fucking cleavage shots off of Mia. Bulb out here just awooga, bark, bark. And so my first trial came to a close. You want to Rayman Mia? I don't know what that means, and I'm not gonna ask, I'm afraid. Larry slapped me on the back and said, gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon gonna be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What?